Oh, there you go. I don't know what he's going through over there.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Past the 30, second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Well, now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
He was open. He just opened good. And dead on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Niners hit 9-4 now on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
No.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hole. He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Romero. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ready, go. 18 runners, 18 runners.
He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Off the play fake, Mills. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Mills.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners are an extra point away from evening this one.
All right.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They got him out.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Mills. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You see this?
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mills now. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Every season.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw is Mills. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game. The coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game. And now it brings up 4th down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
It's a 5-yard pass.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
19 right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Oh, he didn't block him.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
It's like you really got to ID people on the team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
He blocked one up at the 13. Probably more.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
25 yards that time. To throw, Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
I thought
so
it didn't look like
he
it was a catch. It looked like he only got
there,
1 foot
and
in.
the result is 6 points.
They're about to review that. It like,
out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Texans 21, 49ers 7.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Okay, break. Nineteen tight. Back to 60. Back to 50. Back to 60. Buffalo 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Romero. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
If Petrie didn't come over, yeah, he would have got that.
Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. They find some open field here. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Texans 28, 49ers 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The slot man in motion right.
Warrior 70.
What the fuck is going on? No, you gonna win. You gonna win.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Bro. Oh,
And for
wow.
the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Play fake, Mills.
Okay.
Incomplete, but a penalty
Wow,
flag
closer.
is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap
You
the
better go to
ball and then
school
trying
like
to get
that.
your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mills.
Wrong person.
Hit
but
as
I
he
had no
throws
time.
there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mills. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll set up to throw.
And
able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44. Yeah. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Mills. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third
I told
quarter
him
to
you
get
about
back
to
in
win
this
red
game.
school.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Time for the touchdown. Here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Who, your mom? She's in the shower.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, she's in the shower. You showed her already?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
God,
Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there. A big gainer.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
If I see my dude behind your player like that, oh yeah, it's wrong.
Play action now. Mills.
Bad pass. Oh.
That's caught left side by the tight end Jordan. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes
your
this
player
one
was
down
trying.
just
He wasn't
shy
even
of the
trying to
20.
pick it. He was trying to bat it down.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. To the right side, this is Edwards.
Oh.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Mills. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
Yeah, I like having high rock.
And it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do,
can I get one back?
Say, roads closed.
I hit him.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
You better hit him back.
Mustang 19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Bison, 50 Bison. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Banks. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nah, Baker.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
19 Lions.
They'll set up a throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Ooh, wrong person.
And that is incomplete.
Wrong
Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd.
I know.
We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And it should have been a pick. He threw 3
The
picks.
kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 160 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down.
Look how slow
get there and bring him down.
he lines up.
Nick Bosa.
To throw to
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and forever. Mills to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game. If they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be 1st and 10
play like
as
I
they take
want.
over.
I wanted
The
to get
San
the yards.
Francisco
Okay, let me get some
offense
extra
ready
yards.
to
Cool.
start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's
You're
a
right.
consolation
I was
prize.
going
Like
over
going to the
there.
county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm that... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Oh, no. Ooh. Now,
It'll be
if
a
we're
39-yard
supposed to get a
punt, no
fumble,
return,
that
and the
was
Texans
it.
will take over.
If there was supposed to be any fumble this game, that should have been it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse
I hit him before you got the ball off. Wait a minute.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Cowboy 80. Check mash, check mash.
McCaffrey running up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Offensive lineman.
Back in 60.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
The
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. the play fake. Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Edwards now on 1st and 10.
Oh, wow.
And some space here. The 20. 5 touchdown. Houston.
That's
A
crazy.
big play there.
He
His
should have been
third
tackled.
touchdown of the
That
game,
nigga
number
dumb.
19 on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Oh, wow. Then Trent.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not
Yeah,
today.
that-
His team trailing by
it kinda
multiple
make- it's
touchdowns
like-
and a late sack. Just a
It's just
parting
stupid.
gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it
Yeah,
all back in one play.
that.
But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Nobody came. Nobody came to help.
He finds his man complete. It's Romero. And he'll get this one way up
Everybody
just shy
looked
of the
at him.
45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Just like
Yeah,
that,
like
out
4
of
dudes
danger
not
and
blocking,
past
and
the
everybody
40 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Wait, you
And
almost
that
caught
is
that.
incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to
Yeah,
score some
that
points in
can
this
suck.
one,
Yeah,
they're
you
going
get
to
to
have
the
to earn
edge,
it.
the double
These
team
guys
dude
are
can't
not
even
giving
help.
up anything.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as
Harris.
he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He don't even got that. I don't
Another
know.
throw
He
there
just-
off
he
the
probably
mark,
beat
and
him on
obviously
that.
he's
But
battled
he ain't
all
got
of the
no-
interceptions.
I can't get him
Things just
good
haven't
trade with
been
him.
true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not.
It's caught inside the 25.
You don't be letting me get
He'll
him the
get
right
this
person.
one
I'm
down
trying to
near
get
the
him the right
20-yard line, just
Let me
shy
get
of
him
the 20. And now the Niners going to signal for their
Yeah.
3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh,
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
I think I get him in the middle.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's what, man.
Ready!
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
79 Broncos!
Back to throw again.
Oh, it didn't go out of
That will
bounds.
be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
Wow.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
It doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So that last touch.